Hello and welcome to Patched. I'm your host, Paul James. Today I'm joined by Matto Phillips. How's things, mate?
Oh, it's a wonderful way to start off 2024 with rain.
It's,
Nothing but rain. We've had 7 days, half of those days, rain.
the weather's been shit house.
It has been a warm winter. That's all I can say. Oh, no, don't restrain myself.
Yeah, so Matto's,
No laughing.
we're both trying to be on our best behaviour a little bit today because I've been in, well, I don't know, it's too much to call it surgery, but anyway, I had some stitches put in today into my mouth, so yeah, smiling's a little bit of a challenge at the moment. People can probably see the mark on my face and the bit of swelling still too because I got home from hospital only like an hour, less than an hour ago. But
Well,
I don't care. If funny shit happens, I'll have to just sort it out. Or people can like see my stitches burst out live on camera. It'll be great.
Well, we know if the reason why this video gets many views on YouTube is the reason why, when Paul just said, on this video, I have stitches. And on our best behaviour, I've never felt like this since I was 5 years old. Going somewhere important.
And having to...
Behave yourself, or on a school excursion.
I'm just like trying to bite my tongue so I just inflict pain on myself rather than smile. So we'll see how it goes. Anyway.
Well, if you want it, no.
Before we get to the subject matter of today, how was the holiday Christmas break? We've got our patched updates that we'll do in a few weeks where we can talk about everything from January and December. But did you get up to much? Did you play many games? Did you do anything really at all?
Oh, I did play some games. A game which is going to surprise you.
Oh, yeah?
Or anyone else. It's not Breath of that stupid Zelda game. It is a game on the degree level of frustration is high. It was on sale. It was all these winter sales in America. Which, there's a whole heap. I got a whole heap of winter sales specials. I got Monster Hunter World Iceborne on PC for $25. Bargain. That is a steal. And all three Dragon Age games for...
like 50 cents.
$22. $22.
That's pretty good.
It was $35. It had the Legendary Edition of Mass Effect. I didn't want that because I've already got it.
Yeah, that's fair.
And Mass Effect Andromeda, no thanks. Hard pass on Andromeda.
One of these days I'll go back to Andromeda and give it a second. Not that I hated it the first time. It was just like a solid 7. But
it's not a terrible game. I think it's just the change of gameplay from the Mass Effect 1 to 3 to Dragon Age in space, which is pretty much what Andromeda is.
Yeah.
It's just, and the characters are boring too. That's the other problem as well, because you got your 1 to 3. Everyone just remembers every character from 1 to 3, and in Andromeda, don't know who any of them are. Not even the main character.
Yeah, I can't even care less. No, I can't remember either. Well, that's right.
Oh wait, that wasn't the game I was playing though.
Oh, yeah, true.
This was on Xbox because I thought, not sure if I wanted to play it on PC. It is Elden Ring.
I figured it must have been a Souls game based on the way it was going. Elden Ring was the first that sprung to mind. Then I thought, oh, maybe Lies of P or something like that because you could get on Game Pass. Something like that.
Yeah, no. But I've played 30 hours of it.
Holy shit.
Died. Yeah. So no refund for me anymore. And I actually enjoy it, which is a head-scratching one for me because I'm going, I die a lot. I'm rubbish at it. And I like it. And I can't figure out why. But here's the thing, though. Because people are absolutely outraged of 2022? Yes, 2022. Yeah, because God of War Ragnarok.
Robbed.
Elden Ring. Yeah, see? That's the thing, though. So if you gave me
you don't agree
anymore. Hey, I don't agree. I reckon Elden Ring won fair and square. I agree. Unfortunately.
God damn it.
But
another one bites the dust. Sorry, everyone. We'll come up with a new host for next week.
Co-host.
New
host. That's you. You're the. What have you done this time?
Yeah, who knows? Who knows what could happen between now and then? It's not been a great start to 2024 to cave my mouth in a bear fight. And
speaking of bears, another game I did play was the rip-off version of Monster Hunter. Wild Hearts.
We're jumping too deep into updates territory, but are you enjoying it?
Oh, that's it. That's as far as I'm going with it.
All right, we'll save it for next time.
Yeah, that's it. That's as far as I'll go with Wild Hearts.
Fair enough.
I also played that.
We'll save that for next time. I enjoyed it back early last year. Not as good as Monster Hunter, but anyway. All right, so this is our kind of goal setting episode, our New Year's resolution episode. Last year we didn't get to it till like early Feb. I feel like I can feel like the gap in my gums. So when I go to make an F sound, I can hear a bit of extra. Anyway, on not like smile stuff, but like I can hear the spit.
No, there's things in my head that I want to say, and I just go, no,
no, that's right. Like I said, just lean into it,
no,
and then I'll sort myself out.
I don't want you to laugh so hard that your stitches split. So I'm not going to be responsible for that. So I will be quiet on things that I really want to say.
I'm just
going to
get like a string of messages from Matto afterwards. In fact, just put them all in writing, and I'll like edit them in like this Word doc with all your one-liners and jokes that you've been saving up. We'll just edit into the end all the things Matto could have said.
I've deleted it from my brain as we speak.
Right, that's even more disciplined. Yeah, last year we set a whole bunch of goals for 2023's gaming and what we wanted to try and achieve. We usually set 2 to 3 to sometimes even 4 goals. And then we debrief and set a bunch of new ones. So I guess let's kind of begin with some of the debriefing. And Matto, you mentioned actually during the recording last year that you kept them all written on a whiteboard to keep you kind of focused, which is awesome because I went and listened back to the episode to compile everything. Only to hear, after compiling them all, hear you then make that point like, oh shit, I didn't need to waste my time doing that. But anyway, how did the first goal of creating more content, specifically a minimum of 46 pieces, go?
Was it 46, was it?
Yeah, because you had 23.
I did say double. I did say double.
So it was double, which was 46.
Well, I don't know.
And you were close to halfway before, like by the time that episode went to air in early Feb.
Yeah. I honestly don't know because was it 46? Okay, let me just do the quick maths in my head.
Surely you would have done enough streams and bits and pieces over the back half of the year, some more shorts, all that sort of stuff. Yes. Surely you would have done more than 46 things in the end.
I reckon, off the top of my head, I did 42.
Right.
I think, off the top of my head, I can't... There's certain things I might have missed, but yes, there were some streams there, but I can't count streams because...
It's content.
It's content, so if that's the case, then sure, I smashed it. But...
Your thing was create more content, so I think you've smashed it then.
Okay, let's just put that as a yes then, because there was some Star Wars, I did Eliza P video.
Did Metroid? Didn't you do Metroid? Did you do Metroid?
Oh no, I was stuffing around Metroid on Twitch. That's what I was doing. Yeah. Yes. There was also my funnest demo of 2023. Alone in the Dark.
Ooh.
There was no darkness. Yeah, no. And it got delayed again. You know things are good to happen, and when it gets delayed again. And then I started to do focus on my own YouTube shorts because it is a thing now on the YouTubes. And it
is.
This was my final stats that I wrote down. So I made 26 short videos, got 41 subscribers, with a grand total of how many views are 60,643.
I said it last year, and last year I just kind of flippantly threw the comment out there about like, mate, we need you to come over and do the shorts for Player 2. At that point, we weren't doing any shorts or TikTok or Instagram Reels or anything at that particular point. I doubled down on what I said this time last year. Bring some of that shit over here.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand YouTube and the short stuff because something you scratch your head at against. I did the last one. The one I got the most on was 7,500 views. That was a Red Dead Redemption 2 short where I almost accidentally shot my companion's horse. That got 7,500 views, and I scratch my head and go, "Why?"
Sometimes the algorithm coupled with one little punchline that works. Our biggest was my Starfield unboxing.
But I also say that video also was in December, and everyone knows December views go through the roof because everyone has nothing else to do during the holiday season except watch YouTube videos and shorts.
Apparently, yeah, that's all they can do. So
okay, so we can put a yes on.
You nailed your content goal, I think. Next up, you had, as I work through that list, you just wanted to enjoy Sekiro.
Well, yes, I did enjoy it, but nothing bad. It's just I never got to play as much as I would like because 2023 had a shitload of games to play, and unfortunately, it just got left in the back somewhere because the other games I was more excited to play than Shakiro. I mean, it's not a terrible game. I actually did enjoy it. I got excited when I was killing big bosses and I actually defeated them. It's a weird thing. It's just weird when you kill a big boss. You're like, that is the greatest day of my life, even though it's just really pointless in the end. But it's one of those things. Yeah, I only got to play like 10, 15 hours, which is compared to Elden Ring, which I've played 30 hours in the last 2 weeks, because there has been no big games coming out.
But I mean, we can go back to the goal itself. It was enjoy it. Did you enjoy it?
Well, I did enjoy it. I had fun.
You've met that goal too. You're 2 from 2 so far.
I had fun. 2 from 2. Wow. Ha. Yeah. No. Next one is an absolute.
Yeah,
no.
you haven't said anything about this third one over the course of the year, so I assume that maybe didn't work out. So your last one was like find a gaming circle or like a gaming community of some sort.
I wouldn't say I didn't try. I just think I didn't look in the right places. That's how I look at it.
Yeah, right.
Because I did Facebook and all that, joined a whole heap of groups on there. It was a dumb decision because it was just rubbish. It was just spam after spam after spam of just absolute crap, which
Bullshit.
I should realize it's Facebook. Of course that's going to happen. And I found one group, it's like, oh, hey, before you do anything, you got to do this. Like my YouTube channel. I was like, no, I'm getting out of that group straight away. I mean, for him, smart thinking, but you've got like a whole heap of YouTube people, subscribers, which, let's be honest, I'm not going to watch your videos. And that's, to me, a bad thing. So I got out of there and, yeah, I sort of just stopped looking because I think I just scrolled through that many pages. I just thought, I'm going to have a rest. And then, to be honest, I kind of forgot about it because there were games to play in 2023. So I didn't really play much.
A lot of them,
Battle Royale stuff. Yeah, I didn't really play a lot of Battle Royale games this year. Funny enough, I played one game of Fortnite. I installed it, played one game, and then uninstalled it because I just didn't care.
That's fair. Then
I was like, yeah, no. I was like, I got better games to play than Fortnite. So uninstalled and played something else, like Monster Hunter World.
Good choice. It was a very good choice. I'm absolutely certain I'm going to get back to Monster. Actually, there we go. I've come up with my third goal.
Oh, there we go. You remember that time we said we were going to play Monster Hunter World together?
Yeah.
That was like 4 years ago. Ooh. 4 years. And we said it for a long, long time as a joke.
And now I'm making it into something serious for myself anyway. So yeah, I guess so. You're 2 out of 3 in the end, and kind of 2 and a bit.
Well, I'll say not bad for the last 2 years. I'm 5 out of 6, which
last year was
3 from 3, which was I'm surprised by. But yeah, this year I think it's going to be a whole different situation.
Yeah,
but we'll get to that later.
We'll get to that shortly. So I'll try and burn through mine pretty quickly. They're a little bit more straightforward in a few ways. The first one was give Xbox a bit more time in 2020, like spend more time playing the Xbox. Now,
right. I was going to say, do we need to give Xbox more time? I feel like we've given them enough time to,
they've had plenty of time.
But okay, I see what you mean.
And for the main thing, and I've kind of refined things. I'm going to take this goal and kind of tweak it a little bit. Going into my 2024 one, but there was basically four big Xbox exclusives over the course of the year. Hi-Fi Rush, not Hellblade. Hi-Fi Rush,
Hellblade, Redfall.
Thank you. Forza, and then Starfield at the end of the year.
Yeah, I think most people forgot about Starfield too. You're not the only person.
Yeah,
unfortunately.
And so, if I work through that list. Hi-Fi Rush, which is the best of the games, still haven't played yet. Redfall was the worst of the games. I played a decent.
Went back to that the other day.
I played a decent chunk of it.
I went and played that back the other day. All I'll say is 60 frames a second.
Makes a big difference. Yeah.
Great. It looks better, but that's as far as I got. I didn't really play too much of it because I know there's going to be no story to it. It's still like a multiplayer based game.
Yeah, exactly. The story is going to be the story still, and the core systems can't really change too much. But
it looks better. It looks a lot better.
It sounds like it looks and plays a lot better. I've heard so, and the AI is still shit. But yeah, I mean, and I've kind of summarized it like, but it's one of the ones I played the most of from Xbox over the course of the year, which is I got a review. Really? I got a review code.
Oh,
so that
right.
was
okay. I see.
I wasn't the one that actually reviewed it, but I was part. Like we did some co-op player 2 plays and all those sorts of things, and so that kind of forced me into playing more time of it. I then played Forza Motorsport 8, but I think just rebranded, like it's just kind of a reboot, Forza Motorsport. And that's the one I played the most of, and that's the one that when we actually did this episode, I was like, oh yeah, but that's like, I don't have to worry about Forza. That's not gonna be an issue, and I'll be able to like fulfill the goal through all these other games. So Forza I probably played the most because I actually kind of loved it. And it wasn't a Horizon game; it was just like the Motorsport.
They get you every time, those Forza games.
Horizon, sure, but Motorsport, I couldn't care less about going around in circles. But they just a lot of those quality of life things from Horizon came across to Motorsport, and it felt like I could always achieve something, which is kind of cool because I don't really enjoy those kinds of games.
It's surprising what happens when you have a game that does it have microtransactions?
Yeah, I think it does.
But it doesn't really force it down your throat though, like other developers,
like NBA 2K or something like that. Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, that's probably the one I played the most, and then Starfield I haven't gotten around to playing it all yet. So the best and the longest, best game and the one I was most looking forward to and the longest, I haven't played. The worst and the one, the worst and the one that I didn't expect to actually play, I spent the most time with.
Oh, that's how you get you. Like, oh, the most expensive one. Yeah, it's not. Starfield's not. I would say it's not bad. It's just different. I think the different part of it is just doesn't work well, and I think they just have to accept that. It's sort of like the whole space exploring, because it is. If you want to explore a whole planet, it is quite boring. Just enjoy big amounts of space of nothing.
And we'll get there. Like, I'm absolutely going to get there and play it. I'll talk more about some of that later. But like my plan is to get there and play it. But yeah, give Xbox more time. I would say largely a fail for that one. Clear 10 games on the pile of shame. I did, and we spoke about it actually during the episode last time. I'd knocked off about 3 or 4 of those before the year had even gotten going, and then I just kind of occasionally found a game that was, because I left it very open ended. Like, it wasn't some really old games that I needed to polish. It could be anything from, as long as it wasn't from 2023, then it counted. And so there was games that I was, because now I've got a chance, I'll get back to that, or I'll do this, or it was a remaster of that, or it's finally come to PlayStation, or what, those sorts of games. I went and ticked a whole bunch of them off. So even right down to there was some of the, like, from some of the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters, which there's a bunch of games within that I hadn't played because they were even before my time, and then didn't really get to because I jumped on board with Final Fantasy when the systems were a bit deeper, like from 6 onwards, basically. So there was a whole bunch of freebies I was able to knock off through that. So I ticked off the 10 pile of shame games, and the final goal, which was also getting credits on 60. The problem with that, and I guess I'll deal with that again more shortly, is that I was doing a really great job of documenting it all with like the big Twitter thread. And then then people started jumping ship to Blue Sky, and some people started jumping ship to Threads, and I started getting a bit lost as to what.
The other one? Hive. Was Hive the other one?
Hive was really early in the year, and that fizzled really quickly.
Bad.
The other two still kind of exist, but there's people like, I hate this platform, but still stick around on Twitter. So I
because I'm just there. I'm just there to watch it burn. That's all I'm there for. I'm there till it dies.
And look, the platform itself still fine. I'm not going to pay.
Fine. It's just there's just a lot of stupid things that are going on at the moment with ads and.
The only part of it that gives me the shits that almost tempts me to pay is that the ability to DM. It's the DM part of it. Like when I'm trying to DM. Well, like but specifically because if you don't follow someone, like someone might have their DMs open, but unless they follow you back, then it's still like someone having their DMs open actually means nothing now, because you've got to be a Twitter Blue subscriber or an X Blue or whatever premium.
That would explain why I haven't been getting stupid spam messages.
Yeah, so they'd have to pay for that. But like I try and use, that was a great resource for me to reach out to developers for Dev Diary and all those sorts of things. But now I can't. I have to get them with a reply and then hope that gets noticed, and or it's made things that little bit harder. So there's the slight temptation to go premium just to just to have that access. But at the same time, I think when someone sees a blue tick next to someone's name, they kind of go, "Oh,
Just look at it and go, what a loser."
So,
Especially
admittedly, I see more people who are kind of, I guess, respectable that have it. So, like, there might be a slight changing tone.
Pay it?
Hey,
that's the question. More the question is those higher respected people, did they pay for it? Because a lot of people just go, I'm not paying for it, and that worked out well for some people.
Well, for some people, yeah. And look, there's a lot of them, those people who also get the money that they spend back through the Twitter revenue that they get from engagement on their posts. Now, I'm never going to get that sort of money, but it's been tempting, but I haven't yet, and I don't think I'll be doing it anytime soon anyway. But that's kind of been. How did we get there? Oh, which platform I was using. That kind of killed my momentum in terms of actually documenting all the credits that I was getting.
That's how we got there.
So I definitely got the 60 because I had like 40 or was close to 40 by June. And then just through reviews and all that sort of stuff throughout the remainder of the year, I absolutely got the remaining 20. But the documentation is just not there. So I guess more on that shortly. So I got 2 out of 3. And the one that I didn't get was the give Xbox more time, and I kind of did and I kind of didn't. I didn't give it to the games that really counted the most, and I gave it to the shit ones. So as far as I'm concerned, or not the shit ones, the ones that I don't care as much about. So Redfall being shit and Forza is just not a poor game for the most part. So I'll count that as a big cross, even though I did technically kind of do it a little bit. 2024, Matto, you've got goals up on the whiteboard. What are they?
Not on the whiteboard yet.
Well, they will be.
They will be. The first one is the gaming circle still stays on the board.
Good. This could be your Final Fantasy 9. This could be your Final Fantasy 9 moment.
I think that goal's just going to stay on there until it's done. It's not coming off the board.
That's fair.
But this time around, we're going a different approach. Because I actually did find a Discord one with gamers over the age of 30. Unfortunately, they're all in America, so that doesn't help me.
No, time zones don't help, yeah.
Time zones. But then I just thought, maybe I should try Discord to find servers and see how that goes. Because that's the one thing I didn't try last year was Discord. I tried Facebook. I didn't really try Twitter because there's groups on there, so I've got to try that as well. Yeah, there is
too. Could it also be because obviously you've been doing your streaming and you're building a little bit of a platform there? Could it also be something that you actually build? So rather than going and finding people, it's actually kind of cultivating one through an audience that you build through your streaming and those sorts of things.
I'll get to that. That's the next one on my list of things to do. But yes,
goal 2: stop streaming. Oh, okay.
Stop streaming. No, so that's what I'm going to do. So the gaming circle thing is going to stay on the board. So it's going to get to the point where the permanent marker has completely dropped. No, not permanent marker.
The normal whiteboard has become permanent.
Yeah. So the whiteboard marker will become permanent. So I will need some heavy duty wipe it off device.
To be fair, like if you get stuff caked on, whiteboard marker over the top and then just rub it off, it disappears.
Oh yeah, that's an old school trick. I forgot about that. It's just, what are you doing? Just get a text.
For me, it's not an old trick. It's still very active. But I know what you mean.
I completely forgot about it because I used to just do it like, all you got to do is this. Just absolutely ruin the person's whiteboard marker.
You just throw it in the bin. Just colour all over the top or just write over their writing and
do the old wipe.
Wax on, wax off, and it's gone.
So that's my first one.
It's number 2, which clearly links to streaming.
Number 2 is focus more on Twitch streaming and YouTube Shorts. Because with the YouTube Shorts, yes, I got 60,000 views, but I did have a 9-month break in between. So between March and October, I did nothing. And then all my views for December, I had 3 videos, and I got 16,000 views between those 3. December. Crazy times.
You need to bring that shit over. Anyway.
Like you said with the whole Twitch thing, right? So far, for Twitch, I have 19 followers. 15 of those followers are scammy graphic design people. So that's where you ask is sort of Twitch people reaching out to you. You sort of got to be a bit careful on who you say yes to.
Well, I didn't even mean necessarily reaching out to you and building conversations from there, but like just the natural sort of one that might happen within an audience whilst you're streaming. Those sort of ones that start to build over time.
There is, but that's the thing. Hopefully, an audience slowly starts to come in instead of getting graphic design people coming in going, "Oh, hey, you want graphics done?" No,
No, fuck
I
off.
can pick him. I can pick him straight away when they come in. It's like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" I know straight away. Graphic designer, scammy graphic designer, because if I
A real
wanted to
one
get
wouldn't do it
graphics
that way.
done, real one. If I wanted to get graphics done, I Google it and
Yeah.
find one, and especially those ones that tell you, "Oh, hey, I want some graphics done," and they've got no links to any of their work. Sus.
Yeah, it stinks straight away.
Absolutely sus. Because if they've got no links, no images, no nothing, that's just like no. That's like rule number one if you're a graphic design person. Show me your work that's not generic, crappy AI generated rubbish, because I can pick that as well. Don't give me like all this crap like, oh, look at the work. I look at it and go, yep, it's the same thing I've seen from 5 other people. Great work.
None of which actually came
Yeah,
from those people. It was
go
actually
away.
AI in the first
No,
place. Yeah.
or plagiarism. Take your pick. It's one of those things. I can just pick and look at it and go, nah, go away.
That's
Leave
fair.
me alone. So that is number 2. So
Now,
that's going to be the big one. That's going to be the big one. I'm just going to try and figure out a schedule for the whole Twitch thing too, in my 720p, which does work. It is stable, which is surprising.
That's a good start.
Which is very surprising for me.
Are you?
And the third,
and I'm jumping off topic now, but is there any chance that you're being connected fiber to the premises at any point? Because I know they've been going through the Macedon ranges and upping. Like
I think if there's
just
a population, yeah, no, if there's a population probably more than 1,000, sure. Where I am, no.
Fair enough.
It'd probably go to, especially the high fiber stuff. It'd probably go to people in a high populated area where everyone's hogging all the internet. Where in my case, I'm hogging everyone else's internet, so it's not going to happen. Oh no, no laughing, no laughing.
It's all right. We're good. I kept myself in check.
Yeah, so I'll just go try and figure out the Twitch schedule and all that, and then no Fortnite. I can't be bothered playing that game. I can understand why people play Fortnite on stream, because you can just turn it on and just play it and not care.
But you're also getting an audience that I suspect you probably don't want. You probably don't want like a bunch of 12,
it's the same thing too, because I did a Fortnite one, and then some guys were like, oh, hey, you want to play together? I was like, I don't even know you, buddy. What do you do? Just randomly come and go, oh, hey, you want to play Fortnite? I was like, I don't even know. You're probably like 12. If that's the case, I could get arrested for playing with an underage kid, because because it's one of those things like, oh, hey, I'm playing with an old person. It's just, that's not a good look. Bad. I don't want to do that. So I'll just play whatever the hell I want, because I can do that. And then the third and final one, which some people will probably look at and go, that's an easy one. For me,
you need a softball every now and then.
Not easy for me. And that is attempt to play Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh, okay.
Because you might think, oh, that's an easy one. Well, let's have a look. It's a game I don't particularly care about. Number one, it's a Nintendo game, which means the price is never going to drop. So do I want to pay $80 for a game that I may not play? Probably not.
Just borrow my physical copy.
See, that's the thing though. That's the rule I'm throwing on it. I have to buy it. No freeloading of other people. Because otherwise I could just go borrow someone else's, like, here, can I just grab it, play it for 5 minutes and go, right, done. Nah, that's not a challenge. So that is the goal. So I have to physically pay for it myself. No donations, no nothing. Do not send it to me. I'll throw it back. I'll throw it in the bin, because that's where it belongs. No, I don't want it.
It may belong in the bin. It may not.
Unless it's a collector's edition, I'll put it next to the bin so it doesn't get damaged.
I'll note, I think disappointingly, and I'm just checking the Player 2 website now. We had our Game of the Year awards, but like best indie, best AAA, best this, best that, but it wasn't. We didn't have like a definitive winner. It was just like each person submitting theirs. So of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Man, that's a lot of writers.
8.
So many writers.
9 people who submitted something for the best AAA. 1, 2,
So more than half.
Only 3 was Zelda. 3 Zeldas. I think I've seen
3
Baldur's
Zeldas.
Gate twice.
Ah,
2
so
Baldur's
clearly,
Gates.
and I'm guessing the rest is Spider-Man.
0 Spider-Man.
No. Oh, Spider-Man's having a hard time. Oh,
one
poor Spider.
Pikmin 4, 1 Star Wars Jedi Survivor,
Okay.
one Alan Wake 2,
Oh, okay,
and
that's a fair point.
and
Fair
1 Final
enough.
Fantasy 16 with yours truly.
I'd say Alan Wake 2 be Matt's.
Yep.
Yeah, picked it. See that God of Asgard's song will get you every time.
Oh, mate, I've been.
Trust me. If you ever play Alan Wake 2, that musical in that game is.
I've just been playing Herald of
brilliant.
Darkness so much, and I'm not even done with it yet. By the time we do our updates, I will be.
I remember when I played the level had musical in it. When it's sort of like the same as what Alan Wake is. You do the chapter, there's sort of like music credits, whatever.
Yeah, it's the end of.
And when the chapter finished, this is what I did. I put the controller down, I stood up, and gave it a standing ovation. Because that's how good it was. I thought, this is brilliant. I thought, take that, Rockstar.
I mean, Matt's calling it like a top 5 game of all time for him, and that list hasn't changed for him in
years.
Yeah, at least a decade, the top 10. But Alan Wake has cracked it, so it's pretty good effort. That went right up. So try Zelda. Tears of the Kingdom.
Attempt Tears of the Kingdom. I'd have to buy it myself. That's the key part of it.
So you can trade it and get your money back later. If you
I
hate
never
it.
thought of that. If I had it.
If you hate it.
Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me.
I said if you hate it.
If.
Hey, I mean, if the 2024 release calendar looks kind of as barren as it kind of currently does, the first quarter is a little bit stacked with kind of almost, I feel like games that would have probably liked to have come out early in the year, but got a little bit scared by just the sheer amount of stuff that was coming. I feel like it's going to be pretty quiet after that. I'm really looking forward to 2024 for that reason. It does make my goals that little bit harder up to an extent, but anyway. Was there one more? Because I think you said you had before the show you had 3 or 4.
The Twitch and the YouTube one were.
Oh, they were linked. Okay, cool.
One, yeah.
So for me, I've got now thanks to the little idea that popped up before. I've now got 3. Yeah. There was 2 that I had, and they were pretty tightly linked to what I had this year anyway. So the Xbox One, I'm kind of doubling down on that, but just going a little bit further with. I want to commit a minimum of 5 hours to every single.
Sorry, did you say Xbox One?
As in the Xbox, as in the Xbox Gold from last year, the Xbox One, the Xbox.
Oh, yeah. Right, okay, the Xbox One.
Yeah,
right.
Sorry,
not Xbox One. Okay,
I'm gonna go.
Sorry, I was just
buy an Xbox One.
Sorry, I was thinking about toasters for a second, so that's what threw me off.
Get our hands on a Series S toaster.
It's as dodgy as the fridge. I'll take it.
So yeah, for every single Xbox first party exclusive. So I'm thinking Hellblade.
Yeah, we're struggling.
I don't even know what else comes out next year.
Yeah, me either.
There'll be more than that. There will be more than that.
They just don't really say. I know they showed a whole heap at their showcase last year of what was coming in 2024, and to be honest, I kind of forgot.
Not all of it was kind of specified for 2024, but
they just said it was just Hellblade was the more specific one.
Hellblade is the one that's Avowed could probably be there, I think.
Oh yes.
That or the Outer Worlds 2 depends on, I guess, which game's actually further through the pipeline. But I think well, and also it's technically, I don't even know what the ownership where that IP lies now, whether it's with Private Division or whether the Xbox owns it. But yeah, anyway, it's a whole thing. More on that sort of mess when we start talking about PlayStation next week and the Insomniac thing. So yeah, I want to but with all the games that come out, whatever they are, whether they're games like Redfall that I wish I could get the 5 hours back, or they're games like Starfield where that's absolutely not enough time. I want to make sure I commit at least 5 hours to every single one of their big first-party exclusives, so I can at least speak to them all, and have like a proper thought on the whole thing, and actually give a little bit of love to the Xbox, because honestly, like, I'm wasting my Game Pass money. Like, I just get pinged.
Oh, yeah.
I get pinged all the time, and I don't use it. I don't even use it for the the third-party games because, I mean, that's always kind of been the case. That's even the same with PlayStation. A lot of the games that get added, I've received codes for. Now, I might have received those codes on PlayStation, not Xbox, but I'm not going to go play it on Xbox just because I played it on PlayStation beforehand. So, really, it's kind of an Xbox first-party machine for the most part. I just need to find some reasons to use it, and I'm sure there will be. I might need to, maybe even as we're going, Xbox exclusives 2024.
It's just going to come and go, oh yeah, that game and this game.
Fable, Avowed, Hellblade 2, Clockwork Revolution.
Oh, wait.
But I don't believe that all of those come out.
I barely even seen anything for Fable. I don't think that's going to come out this year.
Yeah, let me check the...
No chance.
Let me check the IGN piece, which will probably be slightly more reliable, I'd hope, because hopefully Ryan McCaffrey did it.
Is it a source or a reliable source?
Oh no, it is still just an article like them what to expect, not some sort of reporting.
Oh right.
Like Blade's not going to come out next year, for example.
I heard things was like 2027.
Hardware. I mean, Indiana Jones maybe.
Oh yeah.
It's been a while now since.
Oh, yeah, I completely forgot about that too.
It's been a good while. Since Wolfenstein 2 was 2018.
Oh, so long ago.
That was 2018.
But what about the young
Everwild but that was a weird one because that was actually what's the name that developed Redfall,
and everyone hated that too.
Yeah,
unfortunately. Good track record.
Arcane. There's State of Decay 3. There's Everwild. There's games that are buzzing around there that have also been, and then Doom Year Zero was in the Xbox. The report that the thing that they accidentally didn't redact properly when they submitted for the Activision case, so that kind of came out in the process. So they've got games that are there.
Just when?
It's just when. But whatever games come out from Xbox this year, first party, a minimum 5 hours. Hell, I might even Tuck things like Stalker 2 into it, even though they're very much timed exclusives, because Stalker's timed exclusive window is 3 months long. And I don't think Xbox would try and lock it down any further because they don't want to do the wrong thing by anyone from Ukraine at the moment, considering everything there is still enduring. So yeah, that was my first one there. Next one is, I guess, again, piggybacking on from 2023. I want to make sure all credits are documented, every single one of them, big, small, whatever. One of the hard things about that is sometimes the fact that I have a game done. Everyone knows, for example, I've been playing The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, and I have been for about 3 weeks now. And, I mean, the campaign is the campaign. People know what the campaign is. I'm not going to expand too much on it still. But, there's the no return modes, and those, but I'm still embargoed. All these things are still there, so no factions. Multiplayer is dead, which I think was maybe announced potentially after we finished recording.
It was 2 weeks ago. Yeah. Oh, when we were recording, actually.
Somewhere around there. Anyway, I think we just missed it. So yeah, I want to make sure I document everything. I'm still going to set the same goal of 5 games a month. I'm not off to a great start so far because I've done none up to this point. But
wait, we're only 9 days in.
I'm only 9 days in, but 9 days in last year, and I had 3 or 4 credits already.
Well, the good thing you got that IGN app that you can just put your little list of games completed.
Credit to IGN, that playlist thing it's a pretty good app, especially because it kind of links to, for anyone who's not aware, I used to use the GG app, which was the playlist. It was kind of the opportunity. Yeah, it was kind of the opportunity to kind of build lists of games that you want to play, sort them into different categories. Whether they're done, whether you've 100%ed them, i.e. like the platinum, or whether you get a return to them, whether you've given up completely, whatever the case is. IGN's now kind of created their own thing, but because they also own How Long to Beat, they've linked their playlist app to How Long to Beat. So you create your games list, I've got a JRPG backlog one with all the JRPGs over many years, admittedly, that I want to get back to and actually play and finish. That's 910 hours combined.
Oh, that's a...
Now, I'm not going to do that this year. Don't get me wrong, I'm not doing that this year because that's more time than I spent playing PlayStation all year.
I'm pretty sure that's 3 JRPGs, isn't it? maybe 4.
That is across.
Because I know they're huge. I know if you really put the time into it, they're
that's across
100 plus.
25 games.
Oh, so they're 40
So it's not too
hours
bad.
each.
Yeah, there's some shorter ones and there's some longer ones in there. There's things like Valkyrie Elysium, which was about 10 hours, but then there's also stuff like some of the Tales games that are 70. So it all kind of classifies like the near games in there as well. So it all balances out.
Oh, Scarlet Nexus a JRPG, or is that just an RPG?
Which one?
Scarlet Nexus?
I didn't follow closely enough because I was kind of put off by the designs straight away, but I thought it was just kind of more like a Devil May Cry style action game.
Okay, because if it was a JRPG, then I have played a JRPG, but if it's an unknown, then question mark on that.
Mate, give Final Fantasy 16 a crack. You won't regret it. I say that after talking about Devil May Cry, but anyway.
Well, no, I'm a Ben Star guy now, so hey, whatever he's in, I'm buying it. Even if it's a Mario. You give me a Mario game with his voice in it, I'm buying it.
You're in.
I'm in.
Like my top 10 games of the year, I created that little list in there and worked out that that's 354 gaming hours that I spent just across those 10 games, apparently. It's kind of cool. It's a good little app. But anyway, I'll document all 60 again, whether it's a big Twitter thread or on Threads or whatever the case is. I'll make sure I keep on top of that. And the third one is the one that we discussed kind of earlier that kind of became kind of the goal. Monster Hunter World in co-op. Now, whether that's you, Damo, both of us, whatever, we're going to do it this year.
It just makes me laugh because we did years ago said, oh yeah, we're all going to play, because we all got the game given to us, Iceborne, I should say.
Iceborne, yeah.
Free from...
And look, I played and reviewed it, but I didn't play it with my character, and so I want to kind of do that as well.
And then from then, when we all got the game, we all said,
and it was also just good fun.
It was also good fun. Yeah, we said, yeah, we're going to play Monster Hunter together. And it was just a running joke for that entire year. And we didn't even get even close to play it. We have played Monster Hunter Rise together, but not Monster Hunter World.
Not Monster Hunter World. And I mean, hell, that could be a cool streaming thing for you too. Like, we just play it, and then you can just...
That is on the cards.
I know you've got it on PC, but like, you could capture your PlayStation, I guess, because I don't think there's crossplay.
I'll just go back to my PlayStation character. It's still there, ready to go.
Yeah.
Blow the cobwebs off, because pretty much I'm going to do the PC version and play pretty much exactly the same.
Yeah.
As
same
PlayStation.
build,
I'm not. Yeah, same build. I'm a double blade guy. You're not going to convince me otherwise.
I can't remember what Damo plays as, but I'm a big Hammer bro.
And he'll hate us because we're not going to take it as seriously as Damo's. Like, guys, do this. He's like, what are you talking about?
Oh, he's really particular about laying his traps and all that sort of stuff. We're like, no, there's heaps of us. Let's just smash the shit out of this thing.
Just like do the Leroy Jenkins and just run in head first, like the Avengers in Endgame, and just attack a monster that, let's be honest, we have absolutely no chance against without some smart thinking. So basically, the way you look at it, if we do play together, there are 2 idiots and 1 smart person. That's how I look at it.
I probably need to actually check. I'm sure there's a way to do it on my phone. Monster Hunter now, I have probably put
a lot,
400 or 500 hours into it at this point, I reckon.
So have you just been replacing all your social media scrolling with hunting monsters that don't exist?
Pretty much. Like, I mean, to be fair, that's just like, in the console version as well. But why am I forgetting how to find this thing? Screen time.
Probably it's a secret.
Oh, you can set app limits. I'm definitely not going to do that because that'll ruin my Monster Hunter time.
Yeah, app limits 500 hours max.
This week alone, I've spent 19.5 hours with Monster Hunter now.
What? You need to go back to school. That's a lot.
Oh, that's pickups. I wonder.
Say your phone's getting an absolute hammering if that's the case.
It goes on charge a bit. The pickups, it records like the number of times that I kind of pick up the game to engage with, Monster Hunter or whatever the app happens to be. An average of 31 times per day.
So I'm trying to think, what's that in my head? It's not 31 times a day. What's that? I'm going to do some quick maths.
I mean, it's like 1 and a bit times per hour.
Oh, there we go.
Which is, I mean, obviously not realistically the case, but like it's because obviously I'm sleeping somewhere in there, so it becomes probably close to twice.
No, you're doing it while you're sleeping. You just.
I mean, there's a couple of times I wake up. There is a couple of times where I wake up in the night and I'll know that, okay, like there's a few hours that have passed, so like what's spawned in the area, and I'll open. Oh, look, it's a pookie, and cave its little head in, and then go back to sleep.
The pookie just absolutely swatted to death.
12, 13 hours a minimum every week for the last month. And actually, my screen time is just updated for this week. Is that this week? It's 20 hours this week for Monster, 20 and a half. Anyway, that's it's that good. I love it, and I'm not spending a cent. Sucked in. No, Antic, you're not going to pull any Pokemon Go shit on me. Fucking Aussies. All right. That's it for mine, I guess, and yours are done as well. And I've kind of half thrust Monster Hunter World upon you as a result. But who cares? It'll be good fun, right?
Oh yeah.
Get credits on Iceborne. That'll tick off stuff.
I didn't play Iceborne. I got to Iceborne and just went, I'm done.
Whereas I played Iceborne for the expansion, but then we couldn't sync up as a group, and I think that was the only way I really wanted to play Iceborne a second time around was with people I knew. So anyway, it is what it is, but we'll make that work. Absolutely, for sure. It's gonna happen. And I think part of it's also fueled by the excitement for Wilds now as well.
Well, yes.
Even
though it's not till 2025, still excited.
Well, everyone else seems to be the same thing. So you mentioned obviously the PC version before, but like the player numbers were the highest they've been since 2020.
Through the roof. Yeah. It's weird. It's just people just realise that there's a game out there that's, I don't know, good or
it's exciting. A great game. There's a sequel coming, and it was discounted heavily, and so people jumped all over it, yourself included.
Yes, even though I already had it, but still, I was like, ooh, I thought that's a bargain. Damn Christmas specials. Take that Black Friday. Rubbish. Black Friday. Way better. Winter sales.
All about it. Go. All right, we'll wrap things up there, though. Let us know in the comments what some of your goals and ambitions might be for 2024. Send through any good jokes you've got. I'll try and see if I can keep a straight face and not split my stitches open.
Don't send jokes. What's this? The 9th. If you send it any time after...
nothing until the 16th. I refuse to have jokes until the 16th. Nothing is funny.
Oh
no, hang on. Sorry, it's the. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I guess we'll say the 14th because it's meant to be a week before I can get the stitches taken out. Good times for everyone. Let us know in the comments anyway what some of your gaming goals might be for the year, and otherwise we'll wrap things up there. If you enjoyed this episode, Patch, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. There's a whole bunch of stuff on the YouTube channel. There's lots of kind of review discussions, video reviews of games. Shorts, we're doing more and more shorts, not getting the sort of numbers that Matto is, but there's lots of shorts there anyway.
I might be able to fix that. We'll talk about it off air.
Yeah, okay, cool.
There's one trick.
I'll keep that in mind. I'm keen to hear it. Visit the website, player2.net.au. Again, similar sort of deal. Heaps of reviews, heaps of stuff coming down the pipeline. There's most anticipated lists and genre lists and a whole bunch of different things. Hype checks for a whole bunch of upcoming titles. People should absolutely go check all that stuff out. Player 2 is just kind of getting cracking for the year. We're like, I guess, as of when this episode goes live, we're like into our 3rd day where we're actually posting stuff again. There's a lot going on. We're on Patreon, patreon.com/player2au, kick a few bucks. And finally, there's Twitter.
Matto_Phil.
Paul James Games for myself. The website is player2au. And until next week, we'll see you later. Play lots of games.